Hello everyone, welcome to vanAmsen Explain podcast. Today we are diving into the fascinating world of machine learning. Machine learning is a process that allows us to teach computers how to perform tasks without explicitly programming them. Instead, we feed data into algorithm which then gradually improves outcome based on experience. This is similar how organic life learns, and the term machine learning was coined in 1959 by Arthur Samuel at IBM, who was developing artificial intelligence that could play checkers. Fast forward to today, and predictive models are embedded in many of the products we use daily. These models perform two fundamental jobs: classifying data, like identifying if there is another car on the road or if a patient has a cancer, and also making prediction about future outcomes, such as whether a stock will rise or which YouTube video you might want to watch next. The first step in the process of machine learning is to acquire data and clean it up. The better the data represent the problem, the better the result. Remember, garbage in, garbage out. The data needs to have some kind of signal to be valuable to the algorithm for making predictions. Data scientists perform a job called feature engineering to transform raw data into features that better represent the underlying problem. The next step is to separate the data into a training set and a testing set. The training data is fed into an algorithm to build a model. Then the testing data is used to validate the accuracy of error of the model. Then we choose an algorithm. This might be simple statistical model like linear or logistic regression, a decision tree that assigns different weights to features in the data, or a convolutional neural network. The latter is an algorithm that assigns weights to features but also takes the input data and create additional feature automatically. This is extremely useful for data sets that contain things like images or natural language where manual feature engineering is virtually impossible. So every one of these algorithms learns to get better by comparing its predictions to an error function. If it's a classification problem, like identifying if an animal is a cat or a dog, the error function might be accuracy. If it's a regression problem, like predicting how much a loaf of bread will cost next year, then it might be a mean absolute error. Python is the language of choice among data scientists, but R and Julia are also popular options. There are many supporting frameworks out there to make the process more approachable. The end result of the machine learning process is a model, which is just a file that takes some input data in the same shape that it was trained on, then spit out a prediction that tries to minimize the error that it was optimized for. It can then be embedded on an actual device or developed to the cloud to build a real world product. And that's it. Machine learning explained in just a few minutes. If you found this episode interesting and want to learn more about machine learning, let me know in the comments. Thanks for listening, and I will see you in the next episode of vanAmsen Explain podcast.